Oh, Mac. Luckily, your casting game's a little bit stronger than your metaphorical game. Because that analogy was... Yeah, look, I don't know. Either way, looking at the GG bet odds, favouring ViCi. Inferno is a confident pick for Invictus. This is definitely a map that ViCi is very familiar with. They used to first pick it against Tyloo all the damn time. But both these teams do have a lot of familiarity with each other. Invictus starting to work their way through the map. Very passive setup for ViCi after a little bit of jump spotting, a little bit of initial contact. You do see Invictus shooting some pot plants, taking carpets, taking banana.
Yeah, I hope that flying gets that broom and sweeps it up. Not going to be too happy.
Can't just make a mess and then just not clean it up. Oh, he doesn't even care. Look at it. He's
Just
just walking
over it.
straight past. So rude. Does look like Invictus now. Grouping up towards this A side of the map. 2 sets of utility. Looks like Destroyer's getting that jungle smoke ready so that they can go through bracket. And I would imagine that Viva's going to throw out a Moto smoke and flash over chimney. That's exactly what's happening. A dig split onto the A site, Kev.
Jam Young, though, has turned away at the right time, and all comes down to the shots. It's Jam Young! That's some great shots coming out from the USP! Oh, that is so beautiful coming out from Jam Young. I take back my words from yesterday. He's my favorite player again. Didn't ever mean it.
Who's Slowly? Who is he?
Friendships ended with him until the grand finals.
Till the grand finals.
Then I'll decide again. But that was some great USP work. He makes it look so easy from balcony. And just from personal experience, that is not easy to do.
No. Difficult shots being hit. 1 clip. 3 kills on all different angles. Grabbed himself an M4 as a reward. We deserve it, mate. Here's the buy here from Invictus. Deagle armor. Push from Sage challenging Allman, who is very confidently pushing forward. A couple of nades really making mincemeat of Sage down to 3 HP. Does survive, though.
In the meantime, though, it looks like that Invictus just looking to get control of this boiler area and maybe just probe over at top brackets. They've managed to push ViCi Gaming off this Nana control nice and early on. Only losing HP on Sage.
3-man stack towards the B side of the map, although actually it's just the rotation. Allman going back towards that A side of the map to bring extra utility over here. Kaze will have a smoke he can drop towards the late portion of the round. Invictus, after pressuring bracket a little, starting to fall back towards Banana, retrieving the bomb from second mid. ViCi, no information on that A site. They're playing double pit. They're playing away from Arch. So it's really just going to be down to some great counter flashes from Kaze and Advent to do the damage here and weaken Invictus's attack before it packs too much of a punch. Smokes towards CT and Coffin here. The one flash from Destroyer needs to be key.
It's all down to timing. That flashbang is absolutely great, and Kaze is going to be blinded off, but the counter flash also comes forward as Kaze is able to stay alive long enough with Advent, so a couple of good counter flashes at the end of the day, but the bomb plant's still going to go down for Invictus, and they still have a chance. Flying alive with the Deagle and armor, not even touched in terms of HP. Destroy with the MP9, but such a hard angle to be fighting. He has to verse an M4 from Barbecue.
These flashes need to be good for ViCi. They start to close in on the side. Zoking at top of Banana. First one thrown out by Jam Young.
Destroyer looking to challenge, but Zoking's going to come out at the right time. Flying's going to be spotted out. So very, very easy retake afterwards from ViCi at the end of the day.
Keep 3 guns alive. Deflect the force buy. But Flying gets 950 in the bank account plus the bomb plant. He's got 4 grand. Rest of Invictus sitting at around 3 point something. Could go for one of those Galil force buys.
Oh, just Armored Eagle. At the end of the day, wouldn't be too bad for Invictus. They've kind of earned the right to get a couple of pistols. Maybe not full armor for the rest of them if they want the AWP and as well as a lot of utility. Flying's earned that right. The rest of them, probably not as much investment.
Interesting that Invictus seems to be prioritizing utility, which is something they didn't do against Beyond or Global very much on that T side. Giving ViCi a little bit more respect.
Advent.
No way you lose a round like this. Actually, Sage needs to make sure he doesn't rush. He's given away that pick absolutely for free. There's no point to rush in there when you don't have the trade potential. And now Invictus, not in as strong of a position. Yes, they're still good. They're still up a man advantage. They still have that banana control, but instead now starting to fall away back towards that A side of the map. You see Viva in towards Carpet. Does cop the nade from Jamyoung, though. He seems pretty switched on. He's pretty aware of what's happening here. Knows he can't stay static. Goes forward into Dig.
Oh, he might have to fight the double man crossfire, though. The Deagle's swinging out. They
Oh,
can't
has he
get the
gotten away?
trade. He's on 9 HP. He's going to be reflashing Diggity, but doesn't realize Destroyer is on the flank, and that's a nice little headshot from Destroyer. Sight now open for business. And how has this round devolved like that? Some great flashbangs coming in from flying.
Kaze rather, does have that AWP on the retake, which is going to make things a little bit more difficult.
But no head armor as well. So we're just down to peak timing at the moment. Crossfire, they are going for this. This could be a huge benefit for the economy at this stage for Invictus.
Save, I think, Kev.
Has to be. No real opportunities for Invictus at the end of the day.
No utility to get into that site. That's a round that's gifted to Invictus, really. Xiao Sage even gets a little bit too overconfident running into that B site and throwing away his life, but end of the day, Invictus do manage to calibrate enough to full-man group towards A, isolate Jamyoung, put that bomb down and secure themselves the round. So now, looking at the money over on ViCi, you can have Jamyoung by himself, whatever he wants, really. Zoking can drop a weapon over as well. Keen to see if Jamyoung's going to go for rifle or prioritize a bit of utility. That is just not ideal. Advent's been flashed by his teammate. Oh, actually, it's the counter flash from Flying that actually sets that up.
Yep.
My mistake. From T-Stairs, just setting up Xiao Sage to be sent up Banana. A very nice flashbang thrown out for Invictus. On a nice timing, actually secures them that round. So I will give him credit for that one. I thought that was ViCi throwing that one into the bin, but it's just great flash placement. Great timing on the push, and it might be good timing for Kaze as well. He's tried to go to top Banana, tried to find that opener, but Invictus hasn't given him too much to work with there. Invictus very slow up the map here. Not taking Banana control. Not contesting Carpet too early. Spamming through the wall. Insboy is trying to set up his teammates to go up into Carpet a little bit later. There's the Molotov in towards Boiler. A smoke on towards jungle side. Invictus are looking like they just want to group up and hit this site pretty quickly. Don't want to care about that Banana control. Just clearing out these angles, taking that bracket.
Leaving Flying here as well. They are going to be retaking Diggity at the same time. So out comes the swing right now. Zoking. It's just a complete slaughterfest coming out from Zoking. And Xiao Sage as well as Viva. Just coming out a little bit too late, but Xiao Sage is just definitely in some great form at this stage, but still needs to breach past two CT defenders here. Advent as well as Orman, and Orman's going to find the timing quite nicely. Great round coming out from Zoking. That's a 4-piece for him.
Absolutely love that for ViCi Gaming. Zoking, when he's feeling it, such a strong player in towards that dig side of the map. Seen him drop 20 bombs on the CT side, and there's that beautiful flashbang to just set up this spray down there. ViCi Gaming, that's what I love about them. They're able to just be able to recognize at what stage they are in the round and what they need to do to actually try to convert. And they realize there that they have no control of Banana, they have no information. And they opt to just go for that flashbang play in towards Dig, retake it late in the round. And it works out beautifully for them. I love that disruptive play, not resting on their laurels. Good to trust the crossfires, but not always.
Viva doing something I've never seen a scout player ever do. 20 seconds into a round, just take a scout straight into apartment, scoped in. Jamyoung, though, in the position, recognizes what's going on. So Invictus actually brought down to about 2k across the board at this stage, and Orman's actually going to cop a huge tag. He's going to be like, wait, why is there a scout in apartments? And Kaze lines them up at mid, though. Never mind. This round was dangerous.
There goes the AK for Destroyer. Recovered by Xiao Sage. Not for long, though. Dealt with very quickly by Kaze. ViCi very much on top of things. In this 5-on-2, though, you don't want to see them drop additional guns, go over-aggressive. Just survive with 5 players. We're still very, very young into this half. As many guns as you can keep over, the better.
Small chance for him to crack into the site. Flying's got the smoke grenade. Just need to pick off Advent, who's playing a bit of an off angle right now. Very difficult to challenge it. And Viva going to shoulder step it. And Advent just going to be playing a bit of a whack-a-mole at the moment. Flying's going to drop the smoke.
Flash from Zoking should set him up to just win this for free. Oh, he plays anti-flying. Very cerebral there, but not anticipating the push through the smoke, and that's 5 alive for ViCi Gaming. Exactly what they were looking for there.
Nice little round coming out from Kaze, who's able to slide onto the angle.
I was looking at that hero AK on Destroyer, and I was thinking, definitely can't take this round for granted if you're ViCi Gaming. I've seen Destroyer in some pretty good form. Bit of money built up for ViCi now as they're up 4-1. Invictus into yet another buy round. Look like they're going to prioritize this banana control. Double mollies in towards banana. Put out by Viva, but Chine is doing a lot of damage.
Ooh.
That's Viva almost dead. Oi's already gone down. Just with utility, ViCi's doing a fantastic job. Viva, how are you so confident with 20 HP? What's wrong with you, mate?
He just goes, only need 1 HP to be successful. He gets the headshot, forces the extra rotation out nice and early on. Still, Invictus in a bit of a tricky situation. They have lost 1 member already. He was almost in the dirt. And Destroyer kind of the linchpin at this stage between Kaze.
What do Invictus do to convert a 4-on-4 here? It's a double pit setup. Jamyoung and Kaze seemingly anticipating a wrap through jungle side from Invictus. Smoke on towards that jungle wrap. As well as a flash onto jungle side, but Invictus not moving into jungle just yet. Only now is Viva starting to clear out that angle. And again, ViCi recognize the situation that they're in. They know they can't just sit back and wait for execute.
Oh, no.
Jamyoung goes aggressive.
He hears all of this at the moment, and Flying's just going, what's going on over here? Might be Jamyoung's undoing, though, as Xiao Saga has actually just fallen off. They are going to be clearing the diggity angle, but they don't clear it well enough, and that's a great flashbang, but Jamyoung almost butchers that spray, but Kaze does well enough to bring it back. It's all down to Viva. He's managed to wrap himself up into a nice position, but Jamyoung looks away at the wrong time. Kaze's able to calibrate, and ViCi are just looking too strong as some of the individuals so far. Kaze's already almost double digits alongside Zoking and Jamyoung, and Invictus just can't really put up a contest at this stage.
Every time Invictus gets into a favorable position, a 4-on-2 closing in on that A site, ViCi realize they need to make a play and make something happen. And it's the utility usage and the timing and just the intuitive sense for how to disrupt and break down the T rounds before they can get to their full effectiveness that is putting ViCi in such an advantageous position right now. So much money in the bank for ViCi. They're just running down mid anti-eco. I don't know how I feel about this, especially with Invictus's Deagles, but Kaze just takes the first pick and they start to fall back.
That's just alpha male mode. At the end of the day, if you're up 5-1 at this stage, I'd say for Kaze, well, this game's a little bit too easy. I don't want to wait for 50 seconds before I can click on something.
Well, maybe. But I think there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity when you're going up against Invictus Deagles.
He was supported by utility. It wasn't the case of, though, just dry running down. There was no one really supporting him. Molotovs in correct areas. Riflers covering off the second mid area as well. And Viva might actually... No, Kaze's on the angle.
They're just supporting each other so well. ViCi Gaming is so switched on today, Kev. This is exactly what I wanted to see from them. This is like ViCi Gaming have taken a time machine back to 2019 where they were the region #1, actually defeating Tyloo pretty consistently. This is the kind of play that I want to see from them more often. But can they keep it up over an entire game?
Did Destroyer just not spot the arm of Kaze?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, he's dead anyway. So, 5 rounds of difference now. Kaze's 13-1.
Yeah, and there's a big difference. I mean, look, even to just play devil's advocate to what I was saying before, there's a big difference between Kaze sitting back in jungle, just holding top mid, and Kaze pushing down, finding a frag, falling back, being active, being aggressive. That's what we want to see from the man.
And he's looking like he wants to go to Nana probably this round as well. No, he's got the spawn for mid, so maybe even Apartments push this time around. He's got a really good spawn for that if he chooses to go for it.
Oh, I could even just peek from dig side pretty early in the round or just sit on that off angle towards church. That's usually pretty strong.
He's...
Yeah, I think he's just going to sit towards dig side. He's a little bit worried, especially with only him and Jamyoung over to this side of the map, of dying to a very fast bracket play, which is something we have seen Invictus do quite a bit on this map. So don't mind the caution there from Kaze. After initial utility in towards Banana, ViCi Gaming starting to fall back, play a little bit more passively. Progression smoke up jungle for Invictus, as well as a Molotov and a flash from flying off balcony. Puts Invictus with a little bit of bracket control. They're not placing a high premium on it, just leaving Destroyer and Oi there to work in a duo. At least for the time being. Oh, Chimney flash. Pushes Jamyoung off the angle. I think he accidentally falls into the perfect position there. And Flying, that is brave.
Oh, Flying, he tries to go in. One for done. It's actually going to be a B-side hit at this stage.
It will be.
But look how much util.
That's not a bad 1-for-1. But yeah, there is a lot of utility on ViCi Gaming, but the execute's going to go straight through the smoke, Kev.
Oh, Mentho trying to land the shots. Oh, Viva, great little trade. It's forced it back down to a 2-on-3, though. And there's a lot of time for ViCi Gaming to get the rest of the forces over here. Still have construction control as well, which is absolutely important.
This is all on Viva to get on a more aggressive angle. He can't just rest on his laurels. They're at a man disadvantage here. One of these two players needs to get a little aggressive. Destroyer on the off angle, but he's starting to fall back in towards Banana now.
That's Viva, though, as you're saying, posted on the off angle at the stage. And Advent, oh, the shots missed and Destroyer. Both positions revealed now. Destroyer's going to go down to a flashbang and Viva. No chance whatsoever as Advent's just W-keying down. Plenty of kits, plenty of time. Just a couple of missed shots is all it takes for ViCi just to secure that retake.
Not just the missed shots, though. That's what I was saying, Kev. They had to get aggressive before that point in the round. They gave ViCi the space they needed to come in for that retake, utilize a couple of good grenades and good spacing to just put the pressure on Invictus. They don't give them those opportunities to be able to line up multiple shots and just come in one at a time. They came in together and they came in hard with some good utility. If Invictus wants to close out that 2-on-3, they have to do what they do best. Be assertive, be aggressive in the late round, and actually try to even up that man disadvantage before you play passively.
Well, that's a lot of damage already been tanked by Xiaosaga, and he hasn't even got top Nana control.
That's a lot of damage.
Don't do this at home, kids. Don't run through 2 incendiary grenades. Not very healthy.
If you got 2 incendiary grenades at home, I recommend you probably finding a new and better home. One that's probably not a war zone.
Oh, retake Nana utility coming out. 1-for-1.
Yeah. Do you have Xiao Sage? Like you said, he was a little bit lower, and actually if he sticks around a little bit longer, I reckon he cops that HE grenade. But Invictus, now that they've lost Banana, they don't want to rest on their laurels. They're going to take bracket and start wrapping towards jungle side.
Orban. He pushed through the smoke at top Nana.
Oh,
He's got full control of bot Nana. That's going to allow all the players to get in the right position, but it could be a wrap. He's picked up the bomb.
That's a page straight out of the Somebody book there, and you can even see Xiao Sage is somewhat ready for it. But now ViCi, they're just playing the round out accordingly. Kaze pushes in towards dig side here. Invictus can't even get out of jungle, let alone go retrieve the bomb, Kev.
Yep, it's just Jamyoung that cleans up at the end of the day. Just once again, ViCi. Just find the timing.
Oh, it's so good when they play like this. It's so satisfying to watch.
I know, it's almost like it's ViCi know how to play the CT side of Inferno. When look, I honestly hope though Invictus do more to disrupt this Nana take. Nana has not been tested outside of Orman and Advent. You look at the kills, I'd be going, where do they play? They're playing B. Should we go there more as Invictus?
Not a single person on Invictus is showing up here, Kev. They're getting absolutely domed.
I mean, Flying's had a couple of good shots, but a couple of good shots does not make a good round. Oh no, Kaze, you can't just push in like this.
Look, running out balcony and one being Jamyoung, you know, while it does get a little golf clap of appreciation, it doesn't actually get you around on the board. End of the day. ViCi's just looking like a team in a completely different league to Invictus Gaming right now, and this is Invictus's map pick. And it begs the question, why? Because they haven't shown us anything fantastic here, Kev, whatsoever. Still some time. Only into round number 10, and Invictus only with the Deagles, which they usually look dangerous with, at least for the time being. ViCi, the way they play against these Deagles is no respect given. Really is just like they're playing against a bye round. Maybe they should be respecting them though.
Oh, Jamyoung though. Oh, nice. A couple of little shots coming out at the end of the day. All down to Soaking to find the timing. And Flying is in absolutely no man's land at the stage. At least he's got head armor and as well as a Deagle to work with, but Soaking's managed to filter all the way back into pit. Just playing a bit of an off angle for now. Bomb has been retrieved, however. 35 seconds left. Flying's have a bit of a think about it.
Jungle's usually high percentage in an XVX situation to be able to find a timing.
Can he get into CT as a real...
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. He's
Okay.
actually threaded the needle.
He has.
He might... Oh, my goodness. He might even be able to get these
Look
picks.
at Advent and Orman. They're just
Oh,
walking
no.
hand in hand
Why
around
are
the
you
map.
being there?
They're just running everywhere. They don't care, mate.
Oh, my goodness. Like, Zoking is there being the responsible one going, I'm sitting here like a turret. And then Orman and Advent just going, wee!
What a contrast. What a contrast.
Everything is clear. Oh, we found him. He was in CT.
Search and destroy.
Oh.
Complete the objective. And the objective is hunt down flying.
Invictus, I mean, it's starting to get the stage. Mission fell. We'll get him next time. But it's starting to run out of rounds at this stage.
Yes, I would agree with you, Kev. This time they have a much better buy, though. It's got to start at some point for Invictus. They're getting absolutely domed. There's no other way to put it. Banana control taken once again from ViCi. And look, a counter flash from T-Stairs and a nade is nice, but when you just get spammed through the smoke and spammed through the wall by Jamyoung, dear God. Invictus isn't even seeing ViCi Gaming at the moment. They're just getting banged out of the server, completely blindfolded. See if they can reorient themselves. Now grouping up in towards bracket, but how many times have we seen this? Kaze and Jamyoung just sitting back on the A site. Zoking joins them as well, and Invictus, they go, well, we'll try and complete a 4-on-5 by just coming out A, and they just get absolutely banged. Let's see if they can make it happen this time, though.
More util damage as well. Smoke still in the hands of Vorman, who's just playing Jumper Mole at this stage. Flashbang, nice little pop flash, just to get some access into Diggity. It's not enough. You can have a cute flashbang. But look at that. Kaze's just on the push again.
Yes,
He's
Kaze.
just gone, oh, they haven't got any territory here. Viva has to hit a really good shot.
Oh, he might even just flank them with the ult. Orman's falling back now. You're seeing Advent. He's still got a smoke. Orman's still got a smoke. They haven't even forced out any utility from ViCi Gaming, and Advent just runs straight in front of the smoke. Invictus 23 seconds on the clock.
Well, they have to commit forward through something, and Zoking is going to push forward, and it's actually Orman that's going to get the triple spray down. And Destroyer just going, yeah, probably not going to touch that. Orman's so hungry.
Oh, ViCi's just about 12 steps ahead of Invictus this half, Kev.
You know what Kaze is doing in the photo at the moment, pretty much, and what Max showed? That is literally ViCi just putting a fist into Invictus at the moment.
Can we just get Kaze at the moment on,
It's
on the observer cam?
Like, here's the whole thing. Kaze is just deleting them when they come A, and he's just going, they are not pushing it after this. I'm going to push right back into them. Oh, look, it's clear. Then Orman's there with the smoke. As he said, they've got so much utility for the late game. Then Orman just lines them up. There's like, you don't even see it here. Advent's in the corner as well, ready to fight.
And Zoking's running through main, just running distraction. He's just creating space, just sideways strafing with mouse 1 firmly held down. Absolutely disgusting is what it is, Kev.
Here's hopeful Invictus are able to get a couple of rounds here, but there's...
I wouldn't be holding my breath for it, Kev. Honestly, it's the jungle smoke coming out for him. They got a handful of pistols and armor. They got the hero AK on Destroyer.
But here's the thing, is just the way that ViCi are playing at the moment, it's not just luck that Invictus have to make. They just have to be better.
They're not.
And that's the thing.
They're going to try to be, at least. They make it up bracket. And again, they stop. They don't commit. They're timid. They're scared at the moment. It's just Jamyoung this time, though. They might be able to catch a good timing here. Zoking and Orman are over here. At least they'll avoid Kaze for the time being.
Flashbang's coming forward, but Molotov on the balcony, and Zoking can't get the spray down. That said, though, Jamyoung's in the position to do some damage at the end of the day. Oi and Destroyer will be able to access this site. But this nade could be deadly. It's gone a little bit too deep, unfortunately. They'll think he was playing a default. Now they know he's on site. It's really up to Destroyer to do the bulk of the work here. Well, they know where the AK is as well. That's a nice little smoke coming out. Destroyer just gets absolutely deleted by Advent. And just once again, just one of those other rounds where ViCi only had 2 site defenders.
Yeah, and they barely made it into the site. Limping, just barely limped onto the A site because Jamyoung's just a little too strong. Getting smacked around by an 18, 19-year-old. That's pretty much the story of CS when most people who play matchmaking, I imagine. 11-1. Absolute domination.
Might be seeing a 14-1 at this stage. Invictus, another buy round, but I mean, where do you even say from here? They can maybe take top bracket very quickly if ViCi decide to not fight it.
This is a ViCi Gaming that can beat Tyloo in the grand final. That's what I'm seeing right now. It's calculated aggression. It's out-rotating your opponents. It's reading the game and solid performances across the board. It's something that we rarely see nowadays. But when they're on, they are on, Kev.
And look at that, Jam Young. It's like, it's not as if Invictus, they're trying to go, oh, Jam Young spam through, maybe we can draw him out. But you can see he's instantly switched on. He's like, I'm going to shoot this and see if I can draw out an over-aggressive play coming out from Invictus. Yeah. Changing up every single time. Not static as a hit player, which is, I understand, is pinnacle of irony, because it's a very static position.
Yeah.
But there's so many different ways that you can play it.
Making the most out of a little, man. Well, man advantage, and Kaze is just looking for more kills. Walks onto that dig line yet again.
Might be rewarded for it, but he misses a shot this time around.
That seems to be the worst case for ViCi. Never punished for these aggressive plays.
It's
just, oh, you didn't die. Congratulations, that's your reward.
And you just cop an HE grenade, you just go, all right, back into just a smoked up position. 35 seconds left, scrambling around, making a lot of noise. How is Oi still alive at this moment is my question.
Again, another participation award. Congratulations, you didn't die to Kaze. You're barely alive at this point. They actually do get the kill onto Kaze, but now into a crossfire between Sight and Pit.
Yep, and Zoking is in the perfect position as well, but Destroy up. Now Zoking needs to step up. It's now all down to Flying. 1v2 at this stage. Needs to retrieve the package. He's going to filter further into the site.
This is a very winnable round for Flying. You can isolate these duels. This is a sharp player for Invictus. Flash over.
Yep, flash over. AK in hand, trying to play the headshot box, and he's going to find one deal. Orman has enough for the spacing. He's going to switch out to the AK. Not going to shoot Flying in the head just yet? No. Okay.
At least a little bit respectful. He finishes the defuse and doesn't shoot the body. Very nice of you, Orman. Doesn't even... I mean, to be fair, you want the AK instead of the AWP at this point.
Can't buy the AK. Well, you've got $16,000. He's going to cry in tears at this stage. Who wants to drop? Yeah, Advent goes, who wants to drop?
I think Xiao Sage is also crying in tears because he can't buy the AWP on T side. Yeah. Maybe they should just agree to an exchange at this point.
Why don't you just buy a SIG?
I don't know.
Creek. Bring back the Creek medal. Said no one ever.
I think, someone said that on Twitter. Was it MC the other day?
He said it was at least a bit more exciting on the T side.
Yeah, than rounds ending in 20 seconds. Either way, again, it's banana control uncontested for ViCi Gaming. An important part of the map that Invictus have not been able to set foot in for the majority of the time, unless ViCi Gaming really lets them. That's the moral of the story at this point. How generous are ViCi Gaming feeling?
I mean, Invictus definitely did well enough to actually get into the A site. I just feel like it might have come in a little bit of a too late scenario.
Okay, this is a different look for Invictus. They've actually secured the banana control, and it's at a decent time in the round. They're going to start forcing this B utility, maybe. Or maybe they're going to contact it. That might actually be the play here. One flash, contact it. Just get in there. Oh, it's working. This is actually looking like a good round for Invictus, but can they convert it? Going to set up towards the site now. I think Advent's just going straight through the smoke off the back of Zoking's flash, but punished for it. Nicely done, Invictus. A much better looking round from them. Yep,
and now some of the shots starting to miss from ViCi Gaming as well. So Kaze is still going to give it a good crack at this stage as Xiao Saga is actually going to push aggressively forward to Logs. I think Kaze is aware of this. There it is. He's going to slide in, get a pick. Still the aggressive flashbangs. They're still pushing in. They're still hunting at this moment. They want the kills. And Jam Young is going to be cleaned up on Flying. So at the very least, a bit of life in Invictus towards the end of this half.
They doubled up their rounds. See if they can get a little bit more together here. Best case scenario, they get 3 rounds. Epitome of participation award. Or additional AWP purchased up. M4 laying in spawn just in case anyone wants it for the retake, Kev. In case Kaze needs to go and retake B, he can do it with a rifle. That's just how rich ViCi Gaming is at this point. Key seems to be banana control for Invictus. This is Orman. He's just going to go grab that AWP, and he's going to play one of those more passive angles. When they come up and take the banana control, he can take the single shot, then switch out for the rifle. Just give himself more opportunities to get picks. Now comes the banana control for Invictus. 125. They actually take some control. That's exactly what you wanted to be seeing. This is what I was talking about. Orma just posts on this line. This is, if he didn't have as much money, wouldn't be given this opportunity, but it's just smart economic usefulness from ViCi. 4750 that wouldn't have been used in this half otherwise. And
Jam Young's on a bit of an adventure right now. He's going to hear this mid play up. Oh, look at the trigger discipline coming out from Jam Young as well. He's trying to get around and behind at this stage. Look at the patience right now. Jam Young still watching. Oh my goodness, he's going to get the flank and he's going to turn around and convert the spray as well.
Can we see him?
And then Orman posts on the angle at the same time. This has just gone all wrong from Invictus at this stage.
Yep. Big flank coming in for Jam Young. Second mid just runs in there, gets it done. And that's going to be a round that's over before it even started. A 13-2 lead for ViCi Gaming. Let's see if they can close it out as convincingly after this break.
As you stand upon the edge, watching all burn into flames, only regret the chances that you didn't dare to take. You gotta take the throne. Time's running fast. Take the throne. Pick up your arms, stand up and fight. Take the throne. Leave the doubt behind. Take the throne. Rise from the dust. Prove them that you're alive. Don't let the fear to take all your dreams and all your tears. Don't let them to break it. They don't know about your scars. You've never chosen the wrong path. The craving hope that lights your eyes. All those decisions brought us where we are today. You gotta take the throne. Time is running fast. Take the throne. Pick up your arms, stand up and fight. Take the throne. Leave the doubt behind. Take the throne. Rise from the dust. Prove them that you're the one.
I'm a bad little mama. I got moves like Madonna. Don't tell me 'cause I'm wrong when I'm gonna. I'm not afraid to lose. I am a prima donna. Don't you see? I'm a winner. I'm a queen. I cause no scene if you work with me. Don't stop me 'cause I fight when I wanna. I'm not afraid to lose. I am a prima donna.
Step out as a motivator. Let 'em know.
Posing like Advent at the moment for ViCi Gaming. 2 guns are blazing right now. Speaking of 2 guns, that's all Invictus have in rounds, which is not looking good. Only 2 rounds against the lowest rated player in all of ESL One Cologne, Asia.
Oh, okay.
That's a bit of a different look, though.
That's more of what I want to be seeing. The push in towards Banana when they got the man advantage, Kev. Zhao Saga, you need to get the hell out of there, mate. Oh, the backwards one ping.
Yes!
Oh, another one.
That's a little bit better from Invictus at this stage, but he is going to cop a bit of a dink. And so it's up to Kaze and Advent. Oh, it's outside. Oh my goodness, Advent's completely cooked that one. It's all down to Kaze at this stage. No armor. Has a bit of util to work with, but surrounded in a crossfire pretty much.
Won't count him out. Does have that USP. 15 bullets. 5 for each player. It's doable. He's got the Molotov as well.
But might not have the time to use it at this stage, and position has been revealed with that shot. 3-man crossfire that's going to be set up from Invictus at this stage. Molotov is going to go out to destroy his position. He's going to hop out into safety. It's going to be flying. That's going to be closing it up. Nice little pistol round from Invictus to keep them alive.
They walked away in the halftime break, had a look at themselves in the mirror, said, play better. You are not cringe. You are poggers. That was a pretty good pistol round from Invictus.
Just some of the individuals stepping up, and that's something that we were missing on that T side. We saw some moments where maybe one individual was able to get the shots. We saw Xiao Saga earlier able to get a couple of nice Tech 9 shots, never really carry that form forward. I just want to see if it's going to be the same case when it comes in the buy round. Can Invictus bring up a convincing fight on this defensive side? Will ViCi bring a good defensive side?
Well, the thing is that ViCi, when they seem to have confidence in one of their halves, they just play such aggressive Counter-Strike against Invictus. We saw it on Nuke T side and Train T side. And again on that CT side of Inferno. They're just running all over him. They're running circles around him. And now it's up to Invictus to break that momentum. Yes, they get the pistol. Clean anti-eco now. Get themselves rolling in this series. They've been pretty much asleep at the wheel.
Look at this push, though, coming out from Viva. He's cleared out all the bottom Nana. He's executed Orman. Still has utility to drop if ViCi decides to head that way. But there's just so little time left on the board. Sure, it's Glocks at the end of the day, but ViCi, I don't think we'll be able to find an opener anywhere.
Going to start picking up the pace towards jungle side. Just looking for some kills. Nice dink from Advent. Softens up flying a little.
Kaze trying to make his way. He's actually made his way into backside, but I don't think he can actually get the plant down yet, I was about to say. As a Destroyer also flying out. And 4's been retrieved. Crisis averted for Invictus. They almost let the plant go down.
Dude, Kaze should try out for the NFL. He's just running all the way downfield, just weaves in between a couple of defenders, just runs straight in for the touchdown.
You know what the saying is, right? If you can dodge a bullet, you can dodge a ball. Don't think that's exactly how the saying goes, but...
I guess so.
Almost, but here's a buy round.
In theory, like if the ball's just as fast. ViCi Gaming. Looks like they're just running the default here, Kev. Conceding that banana control initially. Going towards carpets. My question is, do they take bracket? Or do they just go for a very, very quick play onto this A site? Seems like they're just going straight up deep towards this A side, full confidence, or he just doesn't even know what hit him.
Also on this angle, and Advent's not trading out this stage. Orman trying to find the angles to clean up, so at the very least, it's back down after a very scrappy fight on the A site.
That was more of the same from ViCi Gaming. Just setting the pace, couple flashes over the top, and they just go dive straight into that A site. Zhao Saga now trying to recover a 1-on-2, but it's pretty nice setup for ViCi.
He's just walked straight through a smoke and hasn't been killed just yet. Orman, I mean, even if Kaze went down, Orman would have just played whack-a-mole pretty much from that point onwards. Nice little round from ViCi. I think just identifying the fact that Invictus were on the bonus round as well. And with bonus rounds, most teams do like actually taking that Nana control.
Well,
so
Invictus, call it what you want, but they are broke, Kev. They must force steel armor, 2 rifles, almost no grenades, no Molotovs, no HE grenades. Forget your standard CT side of Inferno. This is going to have to be something special for Invictus Gaming. They're leaving Xiao Sage solo towards that B side of the map. They're just going to stack bracket, to be honest. I really like this approach. But now, weirdly, halfway through the round, they're like walking into jungle. They're second-guessing themselves. Just stick to that dig stack. If they commit to this bracket stack, it could really work out for them. But ViCi actually, they're not going to go for that fast play towards the A site straight away. They're going to slow things down. Orman's communicated that there's really not much happening towards that B side of the map, so he's going to start pulling over a couple of his teammates, and they're going to go back and take that banana control, just limit the info from Invictus, who have gone for this dig side stack. Really, a lot of players placing a premium here on towards bracket. Initial smoke towards that B side of the map, trying to force out utility from Invictus before they fully commit. Jam Young hearing a million footsteps, a bunch of players stomping all over this A site. For sure, he's relayed that information to the rest of ViCi, who are sizing up this B hit now.
2 members here. Smoke's going to go down as well. But there's no flashbang. Only a single flashbang from Destroyer to really send Xiao Sage in. Just trying to play around that smoke grenade at this stage, trying to elevate himself. That smoke, though, will be fading soon. Flashbang needs to come forward from Destroyer. Xiao Sage is going to get the better of at least one frag for now. He's able to escape alive. In the meantime, though, Destroyer yeeting through a smoke is not going to work for him. 3-on-3 retake on the B site. Beaver's already tagged down low. At least they have a kit. No utility to use on either side, except for that single flashbang at the end of the day. That's going to be depleted. It's all down to the gunplay. No ability to supplement this.
And I think ViCi just has too good of a setup against this main push. Kaze just wins that first aim duel like it was nothing. Does cop a dink, though.
Walking in, but that walks straight into a crossfire at the stage, and you just can't break that.
That's the perfect setup, up against the main take with no utility. Heat and potty setup with one in towards barbecue. Take Advent's 2 guns and his head. That's basically the 3-way crossfire they had going on. You're not getting through that. Look at that absolute unit. 15-4 for ViCi Gaming. What can you even do? Nothing.
I was going to say something about beyond ratings, by the way, but I feel like that's a little bit too toxic, and that joke would actually go.
Advent's so good that he is beyond ratings, Kev.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. So, potentially the final round now for Invictus and for ViCi in Inferno. It's going to be a flashbang that hits Viva. They'll hear that.
Info gathered from Advent's flashbang just gives away the position of Viva, and Zoking just goes, oh, what's that? Player in carpets? Yes, I will go kill. Thank you very much.
And the backup as well. Completely cleared out this carpets position. No utility really to use for Invictus to stall the push as well. It's just going to have to be the gunplay at the end of the day. And as we were saying earlier, ViCi have just looked too good with these rifles, too good on these entries.
Now going back towards the banana control, but there will be fight put in here from Invictus Gaming. They don't want to give this control up here.
Orman and Advent. That's a nice little anti-flash being played by Xiao Sage.
Smoke goes up onto the half wall as well. Invictus say that's closed for business, but over on the other side of the map, only one player remains, and he's gone. He's done for. Open sight for ViCi Gaming on match point, putting down the bomb with 2 players on the absolute other side of the map.
They have to go through smoke grenades, flashbangs, flanks being covered at the moment by Advent. Smoke, re-smoke onto Moto, which is going to buy another 15 seconds. They're going to reroute back into Diggity, and there's Zoking that's playing close quarters. Kaze as well, flying though at the very least, able to land the headshot. Keeps it a bit more exciting for now, but the time is ticking away. There's no kit for the CTs to work with. Advent trying to find the off timing at the moment. They're trying to clear out these positions, but Advent very easily will close it out as ViCi Gaming storm to the victory on Inferno.